A very pleasant good morning to everyone. My name is Brother Rudolph Peters of Peculiar Little Flock Seventh-day Adventist Church, right? And I'm here today to present a series of studies on the Godhead, right? Who God is. And it is with deep interest why I am making this presentation, because of a teaching that teaches pantheism, God with God, of which is really a myth, right? But in my studies, I will be explaining, right, who God is, right, in point form, so that you will understand the nature of the original argument. And that is what I want to show, the nature of the original argument. Okay, so before I proceed, I would just like to have a word of prayer. Loving Father in heaven, indeed I'm very thankful to Thee very much for your love towards us. I do ask for your guidance as I'm about to explain who you are on this short day. May your name be truly glorified, is our prayer. In Jesus' precious name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. So, what we have here on the board, right, is this is the 10 commandments here, right? The 10 commandments, right, have to do everything with, right, the concerning God. The first commandment says, thou shalt have no other gods before me, right? First commandment says, thou shalt have no other gods before me, right? And which is followed by, thou shalt not make unto thee any any graven image, right, of any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Okay, visiting the iniquity of the fathers unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Right? That is commandment number 2. Right? Commandment number 3 states, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Right? Commandment number 4 says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested on the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. That is the 4th commandment. 5th commandment says, honor thy father and thy mother, right? That thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. The 6th one, thou shalt not kill. Okay? Which is really murder. Right? So kill there really means murder. Right? The 7th one, thou shalt not commit adultery. Right? Okay? The 8th one, thou shalt not steal. The 9th, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Right? And number 10, it says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, nor his wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his cattle, nor his ox, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Okay? So, this is the 10 commandments, or the physical side of the law, right? Which God put it this way. This is the accusative side of the law, when that God is speaking to us who are in sin. So this is why you have the prohibition, thou shalt not. Thou shalt not. Right? Don't do. Okay? So, right? Now, what these commandments or these laws is saying about God is this. It is saying this, that God is divine. Right? So when God said, thou shalt have no other gods before me, it is saying that God is divine. Right? When we use the word divine, what divinity means uncreated, having no beginning, no ending, no shape, no gender, right? And so this is divinity. So God is divine, none like, right? So this is who God is, right? So God is divine. When he says, thou shalt have no other gods before me, followed by this other commandment which says, thou shalt, right, not make unto thee any graven image. God is saying, because I am glory, right? I am the object of worship, right? I am the object of worship. So when you want glory, don't liken me unto anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Nothing that you could conceptualize. You understand? Any picture in your mind that you could conceptualize or sculpture that you could draw, anything in creation, I am not likened unto. So don't liken me unto anything in the realms of creation. Nothing at all. Neither the sea, nor the trees, nor a stone, nothing at all. Don't like me. Right? So, because I am glory. Right? Other commandment that says, right, God, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him because that taketh his name in vain. It shows God to be well. Right? God is well, meaning God is purpose for our existence. Right? In other words, right, we are not here by chance. We are not here by guess. Right? God has a deliberate intention, a designated purpose for us. So therefore God is will, a designated purpose for us. Okay? Hence, we did not evolve. We were what? Created. You see? We did not evolve. We were created. Hence, we have a designated purpose for his creation. Right? So, right? This is showing this. Hence, right? God is life. Right? So, God created us. Hence, therefore, he is able to what? Sustain. To sustain us. To keep us alive. Because he is life. So, right? He is able to keep that which he has made. Right? Right. He is, right? As, right? So, he is able to keep us, alive. He's able to keep us spiritually alive. When you say honor thy father and thy mother, right? It shows that God is our sustainer, because there's a scripture that says if your father and your mother forsake you, the Lord will take you up, showing who is really our parents. He's our sustainer and he provides for us. He's there, right? For us. Said God is Savior, right? And by which means that, right, by nature he saves. Right? As you say, prevention is better than cure. He's able to keep us from falling. And if we fall, he's able to what? Deliver us. Okay? So, he is Savior. Right? By nature. Then you have the other one is God is eternal. Which means that God is unchanging. Right? Right? There's no variableness. At no point in time, God changes from who he is. So you can trust. You can trust him. Right? He never changes. And that is great assurance. So God is eternal. God is grace. Which means, right, he is our provider. Right? He sustains us. He is the one who, right, the source of kindness towards us. His kindness, his mercy extended towards us is because of who he is. Right? and he is very benevolent, right? So God always extend kindness, always forgiving, always, ministering truths to our minds, to encourage us and so on, right? God is truth, right? So that means, right, don't expect any error or any lie or any inconsistency or any contradiction in God. There's none. There's no contradiction in God, and that is the nature of truth. Truth cannot be contradicted. Truth is constant, right? So God is truth. Therefore, God is righteousness, right? Which means that, right, righteousness, right? He is just. He's just, right? And he's the God of abundance, right? He's a reservoir, the reservoir of goodness, justice, fairness, uprightness, right? Morality. God is the source of that. You understand? So, in essence, since these principles...
And, excuse right? And he shares himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This
so
is
he's
the
not
point
covetous.
he shares himself. So this is why we will say who God is and not what. Hence the reason we say who God is, right? Which is living spiritual reality. This is why we put who, because what? He dwells in us. It's not a what. When God is in us, it's not a what in us. It's a who in us. So, God is living spiritual reality. This is who God is. You understand? Living spiritual reality. That can't be duplicated, by the way. Right? Because this is the nature of God. Okay? So, right? When God say now, thou shalt have no other gods before me. When you look at the word have, right? Since God is spiritual, is living spiritual reality, that cannot be something physical. Right? So you will have other God before God in your heart as value. Right? So you can have, because it says thou shalt not have. So it's something you're holding, right? Replacing God in your mind as a value. So hence it becomes what? Other God. As your highest. You value it as the highest. Whatsoever. God alone supposed to be the highest. God alone. But if you have something else as your highest, then you'll be having what? Other gods. See? Other gods before me. So, right? This is what it would mean. So this one is to have as a value in your mind. Right? As a value. Thou shalt not have in your mind as a value. So this is something spiritual. You'll be holding in your mind as a value, or saying in your heart as a value. Whereas this other one now, showing thou shalt not make unto thee or form. Make or form unto thee a what? Graven image, external. So one in your mind and one is external. So this is the distinction between the first two commandments. Right? Because God is addressing what you have in your mind, right, as a value, as your highest, it becomes what? False gods or other gods. And then you have what you make or you liken God unto, right? A stone, right? You sculpture something out of silver, whatever material, right? You make that. It is inanimate, have no life, so it's a graven image. You understand? And you liken God unto that. So this is what the Bible is talking about, a form God. Whereas the other one is they're just saying God in your heart as a value. So this is why when you're talking about God, God is divine. Now in the book of Deuteronomy Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 4 says this. Deuteronomy 6 and verse 4 says this, right? Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. So God is one, right? God is one. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one God. Followed by, right, 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 4, right? 2 Peter 1 and verse 4, right? It says this. Right, 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 4 says this. Right? Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these you might be partakers of the divine nature. So God's nature is divine, right? Uncreated. Right? So it says here, right? 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 4, it says, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these you might be partakers of the divine nature. So you see, the divine nature, we could be made partakers of. So this is why we say God is a who. Because we are made partakers. Right? So God can dwell in us. Right? So therefore God is not a what. So therefore God is really living spiritual reality. Right? Because he can dwell in us. Right? So right, God is right spirit, but that spirit is not something mystical. It is spiritual reality, living spiritual reality, right? And then right, so that one living spiritual reality is who God is. Amen. Right? And then you have right Deuteronomy, and then the Bible says in John chapter 4 and verse 24. Right? John chapter 4 and verse 24, it says, God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Right? So this is the end of right of your first part, because I'll be putting up other charts so that you'll be progressively adding to what I'm saying, so that I will come to a conclusion to show right the nature of the first rebellion could never be God with God. It was a divinity claim. This is what I'm showing. I'll be coming to show.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
So by the grace of God, thank you very much. And right, I'll just close off with a word of prayer. Right? Kind and loving Father in heaven, thank you very much for this privilege of explaining your word from the scripture. And help me, dear Father, as I progressively explain the connection of truth with truth, that the viewers will understand the nature of God to be love only. And as such, you could never have God with him. As I explain and break it down, you will see that God could only be, or the nature of anything, including God's divine nature, could only be one.
Amen.
And that is the only reality. Anything else would be an attempt or claim reality, but it is not true. So may your name be truly glorified, and thank you very much for this privilege. It's my prayer in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Now, what happened is that we are answering an argument from Thusia, showing that God is, he's saying that the first argument was God with God. Now, we have done, in regards to the spiritual law, we have done the 10 commandments and the 10 principles here that my husband just explained. We have already done this in a previous studies, so you can go up and look and you will get it there. So what we are doing, we are just reiterating it because we are coming to explain a very important point. And may God bless all those who listen and follow us. Amen.